blessing. It's miraculous Monday. It's a miracle that we're still here with all this craziness going on in the world. Lord have mercy. So today we're talking about the stigmas we've been lied to all our life. We're going to stop the stigmas starting today with the CEO of the Genesis Network. That would be Mr. Lawrence Lenoir. So join us. Call everybody you know, text them, however you do it, just do it.
And you're watching CTV on the Higher Learning Network.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution.
And thank you for joining us on the Female Solution. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. I'm your host, Zelda Speaks, and today we are talking with the CEO of the Genesis Network. And you know what that means. You're going to get some information here that you probably won't get anywhere else. So keep it right here and share this video with someone. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. And I need you to be reminded today, there's a whole lot going on. I got a lot of PSAs from the West Side Ministers Coalition monthly networking meeting that I host on the West Side of Chicago. And they gave me so much information. Lord have mercy. I got to share it with you. But first, let me remind you that Monday Morning Mindfulness is sponsored by iTex. If you are a business owner or entrepreneur and you have products or services, you are missing out because you're using money that you don't have to use. You can use iTex dollars recognized by the IRS. And ain't no flim flam here. I'm too old to be sitting up locked up somewhere. I need to do this show because I need to get this information to you, right? Okay, so go to itex.com. Always giving thanks, excuse me, for those on the switchboard. Always go to chicago.itex.com and sign your business up, and you can go shopping immediately by getting $100 just because you mentioned the promo code ZELDA, ZELDA. Always use the promo code. That way you can go shopping immediately. And if you were out and about this weekend, you know there's a lot going on in the world, and it's not all good. Condolences to the family of a fellow journalist, photographer, photojournalist, Parthenia Luke, made her transition. I worked with her at the Chicago Auto Show, Naima Latif, John Alexander. So let us keep the family in prayer, because anytime you lose someone, it's always a challenge. But the sad part about it is that we don't know that they're still here, because we've been listening to the doctrines that were indoctrinated into us. So we believe everything we hear. That is, as the Yala Von Zant would say, until today, because we're going to learn something different, I promise you. And let me give a shout out to those who contribute in more ways than one to the Higher Learning Network and the mission that we do here. And I want to thank all of our contributors to Monday Morning Mindfulness for overstanding the work that we do. Lord have mercy, because I am a little upset this morning, but I know Spirit gonna work it out because folks working with me. Over the weekend, we went to feed the homeless, as we always do. And when we got there, this time in one of the places, we were a little upset because the table that is usually there for them was not. And Tony's complaining. Here we go.
Wasn't that bad? But for all those people who look out for unhoused citizens, we can promise that the food over there, the people would come get it. They shouldn't. That was wrong in my viewpoint. You know, so, Mayor, please look out for the homeless. Please
Put the table back, please.
bring
Thank
the
you.
table back at least.
Thank you.
So us that feed them, we have somewhere to put the food, sit on the ground.
Thank you. And in case they didn't hear it, I want them to hear it again.
This is what the city done. They had a nice little table that sat right here. It wasn't that big. But for all those people who look out for our unhoused citizens, we can promise that the food over there, the people will come get it. They shouldn't. That was wrong in my viewpoint. You know, so, Mayor, please look out for the homeless. Please
put the table back, please. Put the table back, Brandon. Thank you very much. I know you are in charge of that, so you can make that happen. So please. And serve them. And if we can't serve them, what's the point of being there? Okay. Always on something. And now I want to take my cam. Yeah. Well, yeah, I said it. I did. And I'm telling the world. Y'all wrong for that. You got people sleeping on, and they had the nerve to have a mattress, like a mattress is gonna really make something better. Well, you can say that you sleep in the bed, Silver. They put the mattress where the table was. I need you all to forward this video to Mayor Brandon's his website, not website, Facebook page, all that good stuff. Because we are on a mission. You're not trying to feed them. All you're trying to do is make the city look good. Well, I don't mean to say anything bad about you, but the truth is the truth. So we need you to forward this video to tell Mayor Brandon to get that video and send them to TikTok. That was our new TikTok page, and I keep forgetting to mention it. TikTok.com Higher Learning TV Show. Everything is at Higher Learning TV Show. You're probably watching this on YouTube this morning at Higher Learning TV Show. Well, I just had to say that again because I'm upset about that. Anyway, I'm not upset, but I'm a little disappointed. How about that? Have some tea with me this morning. Maybe you'll feel better too. Drinking coat throat calms me down. So I said all that to say this. When you are in a position of power, we need you to do whatever it is you need to do to help us continue to help them. And a special thanks to all of those who have donated. And if you want to donate it, there's the information there on the screen. A shout out to Mrs. Deborah Smith, who always faithfully looks out for the housed, the unhoused. Thank you so much, Mrs. Deborah Smith, who is the host of the Brown AD Travel Move Around with Deborah every third Saturday right here on the Female Solution at 12 noon, from 12 noon until 1 p.m. And also to EAA Chicago. Thank you, Margie. Thank you, John Herman, for the snacks and the food, and it's just everything. Thank you for being a blessing to the community. And it's just not some people. It's not black people. It's not white people. Not Chinese people. It's all people, because we're all human. They do this to divide us so they can kind of shield coming down, baby. We know better now. So thank you for our contributors. Also to my neighbor, Scotty Williams, I believe it is Scotty Williams. I told him that several of the men asked us for boots, shoes, pants, and t-shirts. He gave me not one, not two, but two great big bags of clothing. He was moving in this building from one apartment to another. And I was like, man, you're getting rid of a lot of stuff. Thank you for that. Because they always ask us for whatever they need. So we need you to participate and by sending them a donation. And you can also post your comments on our channel. And we would love to hear what you have to say. Yes. I'm not live. Yes, I am live. I am on YouTube. Somebody just told me I'm live. I'm not live, but I am live. I am live on YouTube. I don't know what you're looking at, but we live as far as I know. So It is time for your Monday morning mindfulness word of the day. And it is sent to me every day from Mike House. And today is Monday, May 8th. And it says here, I enjoy the change of seasons. Yes, I do. And I know you do too. I am live on YouTube and I'm looking at it, so I'm not quite sure what you all are looking at. I am live on YouTube, so I am.
Oh, okay. It's not on any of the channels that it was scheduled.
Okay, but I'm live, so I can't talk right now. So just go to YouTube and copy it because it's live. Thank you so much. I learned from nature. I enjoy the change of seasons. Noticing how trees, plants, and flowers transform reminds me of the flow of life. We wake up, excuse me, at the same time each day, follow the same routes to and from work, and interact with others on specific days or set times. When a pattern is disrupted, it may take time to adjust and establish a new one. Look at the sunflowers. Their faces move from east to west over the course of the day. They learn to anticipate the rising sun by bending from west to east at night. To absorb the maximum amount of sunlight, what is your pattern on your journey like? I know it takes time to connect to a new life pattern, but change begins with one step at a time. I gather with like-minded people. I share their energy and give thanks for their nature and what they bring into my world. Thank you, power, to me, through me, as me, around me, through the Christ within. And so it is. And that is taken from St. Matthew 6:28. Observe the wildflowers, how they grow. They do not get tired out, nor do they spin. All righty now. Well, we're getting ready to do a little spinning up in here. Thank you, Mike House. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. And if you want to be on that daily list, you too can be on it. All you have to do is text me at this information and I will give him your name and he'll send it out to you. But the only thing is you cannot respond to it because there's too many people. And who wants to hear their phone pinging all day? I know I don't. Otherwise, I turn it off when I'm working. So you can text me at 312-383-9749. Okay? All right. Now it is time for your Monday morning mindfulness meditation, in which this is the time that we take care of you. You know what that means? Sit up straight in your chair, be flat on the floor, nothing on your arms, nothing in your hands, nothing in your lap, and close your eyes. You should not be looking at me because this is simply a breathing experience. That's all you have to do is to get quiet in the morning and listen to the breath, because it is the breath that will keep you in times of chaos and confusion. Because baby, let me tell you, they always waiting on you. They are always waiting on you to throw you off your square. And how do you prevent that? By breathing. But before we begin the breathing, I must always remember to honor those who came before me and made my life. You better know it. That's why we have Monday morning mindfulness meditation and the salute to the ancestors. Those who came before us, who made our way possible, baby. They've been through natural hell. You think you're going through hell. From whence we came to where we return. Got a little dirt in the house. I need some earth. If you don't have any earth, get some, because this is what can calm you down when you get home in the evening or afternoon or wherever you get in this chaos and confusion. Get you a big old bag of dirt or a box or a pot or whatever. Put you some dirt in it, put your feet in it, and just sit there and do some deep breathing. And see how you feel. Tony did it. His legs was working. He was like, I sat there for 2 whole hours. My legs was hurting so bad. And I got up And I feel like going to ride my bike. I'm not gonna ride your bike, baby. I know, just be okay with the dirt. Just do it more often. That's all. So we're gonna get this off, and we give thanks for those who came before us and made our way possible. Pouring a little water out for them this morning. We give thanks because of you. I can do this. I can do this. I should. And so it is. Yes, what would we do without them? Because we need some help right about now, y'all. And I'm going to tell you in a minute why you need some help. There's craziness going on. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Right now, we're going to do a little breathing. We want to keep it calm right. We want to do a little Monday morning mindfulness meditation. This is where this comes in. I've got oil this morning, lemongrass. If you never had lemongrass, you can get some now. Excuse me, Jody Susan of Susan Essentials has the best oils on the planet, so you should get some from her. Susan Essentials. And excuse me, it's time to do our Monday morning mindfulness meditation, and from time to time you'll hear this sound, and it's just a reminder to get out of your head, get back into your heart, and pay attention to your breath. All I want you to do is pay attention to the breath. We breathe in, and as we breathe out. See how simple is that? Close your eyes. You should not be looking at me, but the inside of your eyelids. Breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. Ooh, you feel that calming effect already? And I didn't even do the oil. I told you about it. Didn't put it on. How about that? Okay, I'm so excited. I just love breathing, don't you? Okay, just a drop, because it's potent. Just a drop. One drop. And baby, you got any sinus problems, I promise you, they over with. Ooh, inhale deeply. Yes, yes. Inhale deeply. And exhale through the mouth. So inhaling through the nose. And it doesn't matter if we're inhaling together or not. What matters is that you're breathing. So as we inhale, bring those arms up in the air. And clap them. You know why? Because we can get the lymphatic system moving. Bam, 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 bam. Because a lot of women with breast cancer. And they don't know. What you now know is that the lymphatic system has been asleep all night, just like you have, and it needs a little love in the morning. So we gotta wake it up and give it some, and pat yourself all over the place. Yes. Hips, thighs, chest, buttocks, back, knees, everything. Just wake it up. Thank you, liver. Thank you, heart. Thank you, brain, heart, liver, lungs, spleen, spine, digestive system, elimination system, assimilation system, all those systems in the body working for you this morning. And look at you, breathing all over y'all. Just keep breathing. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Enjoying the moment of breath. Breathe in. Hold it. And as we breathe out, blow it out. We give thanks. We are always at the right place, at the right time, doing the right things. So let's raise those hands in the air and wave them like you really do care. And exhale. This time, let's take a long, last deep inhale. Sending love, light, and energy down through the body, beginning with the head. Which way is the head going? And loving on self in the forehead. Yes, you may want to do some tapping at some point to release all negative energy, especially these fingers right here, all of them really, and just massage the back of your neck, because that is where I hold a lot of stress, and you might hold some stress there too. So just massage. And breathe in. And breathe out. as we take our last long, deep inhale. Inhale deeply. Bring the head down, chin to chest, and slowly rotate that head to the left. Hope you're sitting up straight so you can get that head around to the back and round to the right side. Slow down. We're going to do it slowly so you can feel it in the increments. Head up. Inhale deeply. Bring the head back down, chin to chest. Rotate that head to the right and to the left. And back around to the front. Head up. Inhale deeply. Look to the left as far as you possibly can, feeling a stretch in the left side of the neck. Bring your head back forward. Inhale deeply. And look to the right as far as you possibly can, feeling a stretch in the left side of the neck. Feels good. Bring your head back. Inhale. Bring your head down and around and over. Head up. Inhale deeply. Bring your head down to the right and around and over. And simply give thanks. And knowing that we are always at the right place, at the right time, doing the right thing. And the right thing is always available for you to know and to share. So you be sure and share this with someone, because we are all stressed out. And one of the reasons that why we're stressed out is because of this. At the Westside Ministers Coalition, one of the attorneys spoke, and he told us how the man in the office, and you already know because I'm sure you listen to the news, is erasing our history. So call his attorney, Lindsay Hilligan, and I hope I have that right, but call 720-435-2870 and request they do not remove Black history. Did you hear what I said? Do not remove Black history. Call attorney Lindsay Hilligan at 720-435-2870. Do not remove our history. Because if you do, I'm going to have to put somebody on you, and you might not like that. I'm going to put a man of God on you. And see, when a man of God come to you, you have no choice but to do what you are supposed to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please welcome to the podium, I think I'm hosting again, the young man who is responsible for this conversation, because he was texting me while he was out of town. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, don't tell me any of that. Save that for the audience that will be here on Monday Morning Mindfulness, so they can learn at the same time I can. So please welcome to the podium our very own CEO of the Genesis Network. That would be Mr. Lawrence Lenoir. Grand Rising, my brother.
Good morning. God bless you this morning.
God bless you too, my brother. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. I know you probably got a little jet lag going on, but thanks to Heidi. Hey, Heidi, thanks to your wife, Heidi. You made it this morning, so we are very grateful. Now, as CEO of the Genesis Network, tell us a little bit about that and exactly what it is.
Okay, Genesis, I started Genesis back in 2009, and I started it because a young lady named Zelda Robinson invited me to Can TV to audition for a PSA amongst other people. And after I did, I was so enthralled with what she was doing to help people and the information she was providing for not only the common man, but for businesses and entrepreneurs and nonprofits as well, not just providing information, but actually getting out there doing something about it, like feeding the homeless, things like that. So I said, I've got to get involved with this. So I ended up listening to God. how can I help people? And I saw that it was a lot of people. I had just moved back to Chicago from Iowa. And I said, why are all these young men walking around with white t-shirts on? And what are all them doing on the street? I asked my son, and he said, Dad, they don't have jobs. I said, okay, so they need jobs. I said, well, what can I do? So I went to Father Flager at St. Sabina, asked him, could I use his rectory? I went in the yellow pages and cold called some companies to come there. Well, they came. I had about 17 businesses, about 125 people showed up. But then I found out how to give a successful job fair, which you need to have food, you need to have job readiness training, customer service training, job retention training. I had it set up so we would actually create a resume for you while you were there. And I had companies who weren't just trying to fill their database, but were actually hiring. And I followed up to make sure that they hired some of the people that applied. So we went from there to getting a television show, going back to Zelda Robinson at Can TV. And the television show was called Poetic Praise. And we had people that were master electricians, public adjusters, people like that. We had gospel artist Kim Stratton on. And all these people came on to tell their story, how they started. But the agreement we had was if you're a master electrician, if you're a public adjuster, you can talk about your business for 30 minutes on air to over 1 million people in the greater Chicagoland area if you agree to train someone that is 21 and over, regardless of their background, regardless of their sex, regardless of their ethnicity. You agree to train them for free and certify them. And once they certified them, once they started training them, I connected them with the Chicago Federation of Labor, which in turn paid for them to hire this person for 6 months. They paid 50% of their salary. So it was a win-win situation. So Genesis, in a nutshell, has been helping people with employment resources, job training, up until now. Recently, I just met with a judge, Paul Marchese, out at DuPage County Judicial System 2 weeks ago. And what I do, I provide employment information for veterans who are in the penal system, who are on probation or parole, so they can get a job that's going to actually hire them, not just go out just scratching the surface, beating the pavement, trying to beg somebody for a job. These companies look for people who are returning citizens, what we call former felons, and they hire them. So we still do that, and that's Genesis. That's what we do. Genesis is a holistic company, just like our ministry, God's Word Alive. We're holistic, so we believe in helping people financially, helping them spiritually, helping them emotionally, mentally, helping them with their health, which leads us into shift.
What leads us into shift. So for those who are interested, they can go to your website here, which is the Genesis Network. And that is the genesisnetwork.com. And you can stay in touch and see exactly what is going on and how you can get involved. How about that? The Genesis Network. It is 7:28, and excuse me, it is time for our first message break. But I want to share with you some things that you would benefit you, I should say, not necessarily. Anyway, excuse me, got this little bug in my throat this morning, but I got some, what do you call it? This is my coat throat tea. I think that's from that cookie I had yesterday. You know that sugar ain't no good for you, but sometimes we do it anyway. So y'all bear with me and we'll be right back. Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with Zelda Speaks for your Monday morning mindfulness session on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays 7 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, visit zeldaspeaks.com and send us your info. We'd love to have you. Experience mindfulness moments with the mindfulness/stress relief coach, Zelda Speaks. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of mindfulness on higher learning with Zelda Speaks. Make it a mindful day. And thanks for listening.
My name is Zahra Qadri. I'm the Executive Director from ZAM's Hope Community Resource Center. And you are watching
Station number 9 on all streaming platforms. Period.
And those are our wonderful students from the Betty Shabazz International Charter School, where we teach podcast training. And so if you'd like your school to have podcast training, all you have to do is give us a call. Go to higherlearningnetwork.org. Let me pull that up for you so you can see it. And when you scroll to the bottom of the page, you will see exactly where you can leave your information all the way to the bottom. See that? How to contact us? Just go to higherlearningnetwork.org. And we can, as the children say, we can hook you up. I want to hook you up right now with some information that you may or may not know about it. Because today's topic with my co-host, CEO of the the Genesis Network, Pastor Lawrence Lenoir. When you told me what was going on in Florida, was that Florida? Is that where you were?
Not. I haven't been to Florida in
Where
a
were
while.
You in Vegas? Where were you? Vegas? Somewhere.
Where
were y'all at the convention?
Dallas and Cleveland.
Dallas and Cleveland. You know, I get my days and nights and places mixed up all the time. So bear with me. Mm-hmm. But this is what we want to share with you this morning about stigmas. And if you don't know what a stigma is, you have been so well. I'll let it tell you. How about that?
Some can't hear it. It froze. Okay, the screen has froze for a moment. However, stigma is something that a lot of people have and a lot of people don't think that they have. But in the case of, let's say, with different products that you use for your health. Now, there's a stigma that a lot of people have, and this dates back to the 50s and 40s, against hemp. or cannabis. They have a stigma against it. But the only reason that it became illegal is because it was being used for medicinal purposes. People were using it to get healthy. Hemp, this product, this agricultural product, this plant has been around since 8000 BC. In 8000 BC, this plant was one of the top used plants to help people with medicine, for food, for clothing, for products to help them build their homes. Also, in 2700 BC, the Eastern civilization started using hemp for medicine. And as we all know, that Eastern medicine is healthier and you will live longer than taking Western civilization pharmaceuticals. Now, here's the stigma. People think that hemp or cannabis is all about smoking weed because that's what they see on television. That's what they see on videos, people smoking weed. But that's not the purpose of the cannabis. People use things for different purposes that is okay. If you want to use it for that, it's okay. But the original purpose was to help us be healthy. In the Bible, in Genesis 1:29, it tells us that God gave us every seed-bearing plant for food and for our health. Also, in Exodus 30 and 23, the Bible talks about the anointed oil that was put together that they anointed people with. That word in their faith. Now, that anointed oil, the ingredients are in Exodus 30 and 23. One of those ingredients is aromatic cane. Now, if you research aromatic cane, that's our word, but it's translated from the Hebrew text, which means cannabis. Yes, you heard it right. They mixed cannabis in with other ingredients to make the anointed oil. The first Bible in 1455 printed on the Gutenberg press. The first printed Bible, let me put it like that. The first printed Bible by Johannes Gutenberg was made completely of hemp. Hemp has been around since the beginning of time. But here's the problem. People started demonizing it. They started saying, oh, it's only for getting high. Those people smoke weed and it stinks and this and that and they're drug addicts. That's the stigma. And they jump over the fact that it's healthy. I didn't say to smoke a joint or a blunt is healthy. I said cannabis hemp is healthy. We have products like hemp in this pain balm right here that you can apply to your body where your pain is at and it will relieve it. We have this right here. This is motion. It's summertime coming. I don't know about the men. We don't seem to care, but a lot of the women like to lose weight and look good in the summertime. This is a hemp-derived product. We also have what we call the Uncle Easy's RSO, Rick Simpson oil. Now, this helped my wife. This oil right here, she took 1 drop per day for 2 weeks. And she had, after being diagnosed with cancer, she had spots on her tongue. Her hands had been blackened. Her nails were blackened. But after 2 weeks, those symptoms from the cancer medication had cleared. So what am I saying? I'm saying that we need to shift the stigma. We need to realize that just like our grandparents and our parents did, they had natural products that they use to help you when you was a child to get better. The salve that they put on your chest, the little things, the tea that they gave you to drink when you were sick, different little things that grandma used, especially down south. So we need to realize that this plant has so many different various medicinal qualities to it that it's mind-blowing. So we need to shift the stigma. Isn't it funny that you will be so adamant against drugs, but you will go to the emergency room and say, I'm in pain, give me some pharmaceutical drugs. I want some morphine, some Percocet, some.
That's what we're used to. We were raised on it.
Used to. We need to shift our mindset. And that's one of the things that we do. Zelda is my business partner in this. We have over 300 products, but I'm going to do like the commercial used to do. But wait, there's more. We just introduced over 100 new products. Over 100 new products that will help you with your health. These products help you with ADHD. They help you with depression. They help you with rheumatism. They help you with gout. They help you with sleep apnea. They help you with asthma. They help you with so many things. Now, I'm not making any medicinal claims, but the proof is in the pudding. And I have at least 20 testimonies on video from the event. I mean, we had over 600 people there, and about 150 people came in to sign up to be part of this amazing business. Why?
Wow.
Of course they want to make money, but they want to be healthy. And my thing in ending this run of conversation I'm going on here is that when I see people, when I saw Zelda and Tony, and Zelda was telling me about a few little aches and pains. We all have aches and pains, whether we see it.
A few.
I'm being modest, okay? But she talking about, I said, well, why don't you try some of these products? And I explained each one to her, and she tried one. And she said, oh my God, I feel better. I feel relaxed. Oh my God, this has really helped. Then she said, how can I be part of this business? And tell me about it. And I told her, we have over 400 products, and we drop ship to every state in this country through UPS. We have 80% medicinal products, 20% is recreational. Snoop Dogg products, we have them. Cheech and Chong products, we have them. Rick Ross products, we have them.
And you don't have to smoke.
You don't have to smoke. We have the pain balm that you rub on. We have the gummies. We have tarts.
And the tinctures.
Yes, we have tinctures right here. Dr. Wright, this tincture right here. I take one drop every morning, and it helps me be mobile. I'm going to tell you, I was paralyzed in a wheelchair for 2 years in 2 different nursing homes. God healed me, but I still had muscle pain from being inactive for those 2 years. That pain balm and this Dr. Wright helps me get up and move around. If I want to dance and shout, I can do it now. I don't have to use the aid of a mobility device like a cane or a walker. None of that anymore. I don't have to hold on to the walls when I walk. But God used this natural product and opened my eyes so I can help other people.
I am so glad you said that. And see, I didn't know that part about being paralyzed when you have no movement for a couple of years, right, and then you think you're going to get up and walk. That's not how it works. That has to be gradually. You need therapy for that because you cannot do that on your own.
That's right.
Let me share this with you. I I play bid whist with a group of seniors in which I'm the youngest. Mm-hmm. I'm going on 70. They like in their 80s and 90s. One lady almost 100. And I share with them my aches and pains, because, we all talk about we all got aches and pains. And I share with them, and then they tell me all the medications they're on. And I said, wow, you're taking all those medications. Is it really getting the job done? No, but, I'm just so used to it. And it's that kind of thinking that will keep you in a place you don't want to be longer than you want to be there. Because we've all been conditioned since childhood, since birth.
Right.
Teachers and doctors, they can do no harm. And now you got teachers sleeping with students, and you got doctors killing people.
Right.
I love my doctor. I do, but I don't do everything she say to do because she
Right.
got me on medications and she don't understand it because she's under the Rockefeller Rothschild regime and she don't know where all this came from, this medical school. So I just thank you, Dr. Bell. I appreciate that, and you have a good day. No need for conflict.
Right.
You show them the way, and if they don't see it or follow it, then that's on them. But anyway, if you go to the website shift.store/higher learning network, you'll see some information there as we see if we've got some thoughts here this morning, some comments. Heidi Cooper, that's your wife. Hi, Heidi ho. Good morning, Grand Rising. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for helping your husband this morning. Glory to God. Amen. All the glory belongs where the glory belongs, because it is not us. We cannot do it alone. If you think you can do it alone, you are sadly mistaken. And that's why we are here to help you come to your senses, because right about now, I think you're a little lost, but that's okay. We're going to guide you right back on in. So don't worry about it as we share some more information that might just help you with that.
And Denise, before you go, please go. I don't know if you knew this or not, but I reversed type 2 diabetes. Is yours type 2 or type 1 that you've just been diagnosed with?
Type 2.
Type 2. Perfect. Because that's what I had, type 2. And I reversed it it took about 6 months. It depends on how persistent you are with it, but I did it. And there's a free download for you, which consists of the drink that I drink every morning. And just remember, you are not drinking for taste, my dear. You are drinking for nutrition and health. And let me tell you what the 7 ingredients are: apple, beet, cucumber, lemon, ginger, kale, and turmeric. It does not sound appetizing, but baby, it does body good.
Canaglobe, that is an organization that we have joined in order to raise funding for our projects, the homeless project where we help feed the unhoused, also for our teen talent contest. And they say, Zelda, you selling cannabis? No, we're not selling cannabis. If that's what you want, that's what you do. But I'm a senior. I have aches and pains. I don't know about you. So I got me some watermelon gummies and I got some shrooms. I don't have them problems anymore, and it just makes my whole workload a whole lot easier. Because we sit in chairs all day, we're not moving, and it is that lack of movement that causes more anxiety and inflammation in our joints, like our knees and hips and stuff like that. Anyway, I said all that to say this: if you would like to get more information on how to be take part of that, you can always text me at 312-383-9749. And you too can have a virtual dispensary to help your organization raise money. Tell them how to do it.
Well, you can contact Zelda or you can contact myself. My name is Pastor Lawrence Lenoir. You can contact me. My phone number is 1-888. I think it's 806. Oh man, I got so many numbers in my head. I got my card at 888-806-HEMP, HEMP. That's 888-806-4367. Just a tidbit of information for my friends on the west side of Chicago. Give honor to State Representative LaShawn K. Ford. I've been knowing him about 20 years, and I saw last night on the news he is pushing to get the state to help impoverished or low-income people, help them start their own brick-and-mortar dispensary. Okay, so when I saw that, I said, you know what? I've got to contact him, because it's a lot of people that might want a brick-and-mortar dispensary, but they can't afford it. They just not set up to handle it, and it's a lot to go through. It's a lot that you got to learn, even if you have the money, which is going to run you at least $70,000 to start. But guess what? Our business, you can start for $500. Your your website is already created with over 400 products. You have no inventory in your house. People order from you 24 hours a day, not only in this country, but guess what? 26 other countries. 26 other countries your business will be in. That beats a brick and mortar store by a country mile. I'm going to tell you. So you contact Zelda Robinson at the Higher Learning Network. Let her bring you into the business, or you can contact me at 888-806-HEMP. And we will help you come into the business. So if you don't have the 500, we got payment plans. And guess what you get for that? Not only do you get a QR code, you get your back office and you get your store. All that's already set up. All you got to do is put your name on it. You get training 7 days a week on Zoom for free, live training, which you can interact. And we help you advertise. And guess what? You can also get your own brand. You can get your own brand. So Snoop has his gummies. You can have whatever product you choose with your face on it, your name, or what have you. So this business, you can leave it as a legacy for your children.
I love that.
So it's an awesome opportunity. And I'm going to tell you, anytime I can see 600 people flying to Vegas. But when you got 600 people that fly in from all over the country and Puerto Rico, we got a guy that came in from Puerto Rico. He's in the business. If you got people coming from all over the country to come to Cleveland, there's nothing wrong with Cleveland. I love Cleveland. I had a great time there. But it's not like Vegas. No place is like Vegas. If you say we going to Vegas for a convention, people say, yeah, I got to get there because they're going to have a good time. But 600 people to say we're going to Cleveland for a business convention, and our CEO, Marty Hill, this man has over $400 billion worth of businesses that he has started in his career. This man is phenomenal. He is a product of the product, and he reaches out and helps people. This is something that I never dreamed I would ever have an opportunity to do. And I help people, and I help myself financially. I get paid every Friday at 4 o'clock CST. So I'm okay with it. I'm really okay with it. And I'm helping people. Come on, your doctor gets paid to help you, and he really hurt you with them pills.
As you can see, there's a lot of chaos going on.
It is, but that's okay.
They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know.
Right now,
they do not want you to know.
We're going to let the devil have his too, because, we know we got power over that. We're going to keep on pushing. We don't stop regardless. The road might get muddy, but we're going to keep on going.
Because that's what we do.
That's right. That's
Heidi
right.
says this is one of the best opportunities anyone over the age of 21 can participate in for financial freedom and gain health and wellness as well. At the same time, make money and good and make your body better too. Don't get no better than that.
That's right. That's right.
Name one. Don't believe me. Do your research. Yes, thank you, Heidi.
Yeah, so it's just very encouraging to see people that say, Pastor Lawrence, you changed my life. Thank you for this opportunity. You changed my life. We have a young lady who had a brain tumor.
I'm sorry, what was that number again? Because I
1-888 806 4367 or HEMP, HEMP.
4367.
Yes.
I'll just put that there because
okay.
Yeah. There it is. 888-806-4367. Did I get that right? Okay, got
yes, you did. And we will sign you up right away. We're going to be doing some events in the Chicagoland area where we're going to have products. We're going to do a presentation about all of our products and how you can make money. One of the beautiful things about this business is that I can hand it down to my children or my grandchildren. Right now, if I say I want my grandson to have a business, he's
generational wealth.
I can just hand it to him. That's it. It's your business now. It's a beautiful thing. And another thing is when you come in the business and you sign somebody up and they come in, guess what? The company gives you $100. Guess what? When you join the company, you get $420. That's right. I said $420 worth of products. You can share them. You can do whatever you like, but that's the only thing that the company is going to send to your house unless you order something. When other people order, it don't come to your house. It go to them. You don't even know who they are. You just know that you got paid and helped somebody with their health. That's a beautiful thing.
That's a wonderful thing. Yes. And even though the powers that be don't want it to be, it is. And so it is. Information that you need will always get to you. If it's not through this channel, it'll be through another channel. So don't trip. As the children say, don't trip. I want to thank you, Lawrence Lenoir.
Thank you
for being the kind of spirit that. I'm hearing this noise and the phone is off. Wow.
Yeah, we know what it is.
Yeah, we know what it is. We know they listening. Okay, yeah, but y'all gonna hear this conversation on the internet. You're not gonna.
All right.
So call it 888-806-4367, or you can always contact me at higherlearningnetwork.org. Thank you so much for being a part of Monday Morning Mindfulness. We had no control over what you did see or did not see, but we will post it again on social media, on all our social media at Higher Learning TV Show. So you will know that you can get it despite. So go to YouTube, Higher Learning TV Show, or Facebook, Higher Learning TV Show, or Instagram, or TikTok, any of them. We'll post the information on all of it. I want to thank you so very much. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned tomorrow for a gathering of the griot right here at 7 a.m. on the Female Solution. And be sure and check out my girl, Effie Roth, every day at noon on urbanpraiseradio.org. As I leave you with some information that you just might need to share. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you in the morning. We love you on Windy City Live. Yes, we do. Tell us, how did all this happen? How did this come about?
Well, I play me. I play Val Warner in Chirac, which is really cool. So when people see this movie, they are literally seeing Val, and I am a reporter in the movie.
We talk about the violence, but what can we do personally?
I think we got to be engaged, and I think engaged in a number of things. In our block, in our home, in our neighborhood, we got to be engaged. We got to fight the issues. We got to fight a government that is abandoned, whole communities on the south and the west side. We got to fight a governor who's cut out every youth employment program, who's cut out violence prevention programs, who's abandoned our communities and the poor and the vulnerable. And I think we got to reach out to our brothers on the street and love them and respect them and help them, not just demonize them.
I'll just say like this. First of all, give you the history of coming to Chicago and telling my jokes as a young cat. I'm 37 now. I started about almost 15 years ago. Elroy taking me under his wing, let me do some jokes here and there for the radio stations and all that kind of stuff.
I learned that no matter what you do and how much of a genuine heart you have, and if you're coming from a good place, people are going to criticize if they don't agree with what you're doing.
Yo, what's up? It's your man Tony Schofield from 106.3 Chicago's R&B, and you are watching Men on Higher Learning. Now, I used to hang around with some men that was into some higher learning. It just wasn't that kind of higher learning, but I got myself together now, okay?
What is it that you do in your quiet time, in your meditation time, that allows you to bring us the films that you do?
I sit courtside in Madison Square Garden, world's most famous arena.
Latifah, and you're watching CTV on the Higher Learning Network. Yeah, right.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, Dhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, dziękuję. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, ngiyabonga. Senegal, jaref. Kenya, asante. Israel, toda. Pakistan, shukriya. Afghanistan, tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a wonderful feeling. There's a handsome man coming my way. Oh, there is a handsome man coming my way. Hi there. What's your name?
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Tony. And what I want you to do for me is, if you have Xfinity TV, tune in to the Higher Learning Network Tuesdays at 6 p.m., Wednesdays at 1 p.m., Xfinity TV channel 19.